Hi, everybody. It's so good to be back and be able to read another book for you. Do you see where I'm at? I'm in the sanctuary, one of my favorite places, reading out of my favorite books because it's all about Jesus. Do you know what's coming up? Easter time. I love Easter. Remember how we talked about when Jesus was born? And now the best gift of all was when he laid down his life for each one of us. But we know that on 1, 2, 3 days, was he in there? No, Jesus is alive. He is alive. Now this book is called The Colt and the King. And it's by Marnie McGee, and it's illustrated by John Winch. So I don't know if you can see it. This looks like the animals, the colt and the king. So I think it's going to have to do something with this little donkey right here. What do you think? Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. The colt and the king. Okay. Oh, look, they're up on the hillside. Do you see that? With the little tree. And they're talking. Let's see what they're talking about. I, said the donkey, am old, but I still remember a day long ago when I was just a colt. Spring had come to my hillside by the time when the lilies bloom and the sheep give birth to their lambs. I love springtime. I saw baby ducks this morning. It was amazing. My owner took me away that day, down to the village gate. We waited there till strangers came, men who said they needed a colt, one that had never been ridden. So that means it's like a baby donkey, and nobody's ever ridden it before. So it's small. So they came and got the colt. I don't think he wanted to go. My owner sent me with them. I pulled hard against my rope, but the strangers' hands were so strong, and I had to follow where they led. Poor donkey. He's not happy at all, is he? You see that? We walked through the twisting streets where shouts of the rumble of the wagons drowned out the sound of the doves and robbed the wind of its song. Now, look at this busy town, everything that's going on. You see that? We came at last to a place where olives grew. A noisy crowd had gathered there. They swarmed like bees on ripened figs. That's a lot of people. Look at this face. How sweet is that face? Isn't that cute? I bared my teeth. My gray coat twitched. My neck grew tight with fear. He does look like he's afraid, doesn't he? Does he need to be afraid around Jesus? I can't wait till he meets him. In the midst of it all stood a man. The strangers called him Jesus, but many called him King. Look who it is. My favorite. Jesus saw me tremble. He came and stood beside me, his hand upon my back. In his voice was a river of quiet, in his touch a shelter of peace, and my fear flew away like a bird set free. The people cut branches of palm, and they waved them in the air. They tossed their cloaks upon the path. Then they lifted Jesus up to set him on my back. Now look at this face on the donkey. Does he look afraid anymore? No, he really doesn't. And he's with Jesus. They danced and sang as we walked. Blessed is he who come to save us. Blessed is he who rides triumphant on a colt. Although his legs hung long at my sides, Jesus did not feel heavy to me. Happiness made my hooves up tap high, and joy was in my breath. My heart welled up with wonder, like a barrel that fills with rain, and I knew that I truly carried a king. Yet how I longed to take him away, far from this worrisome crowd. Look at all those animals and insects and everything. Everything wants to be around Jesus. Doesn't matter what it is. I longed to take him home to my hillside. There, I would share my friends with him. The mooing cow and the chuckling hen, the lizard and the cricket and the crow. I have not seen Jesus since that day, but still, even now, my long ears prick listening for his voice. I know that someday he will come, and I will share my straw with him, and I will soften it with my hoofs so that he can lie down to rest. This is my favorite page. My hillside will be a throne for him, and at night the stars will weave him a crown. Isn't that beautiful? And that's the end.